This'll work. Oh, Chris. All right, let's do this. Do. Is the audio coming through? Okay, should be. To all you lonely watchers at home that are tuning in, thank you for that. Appreciate you. Let's double check here. That's coming down 2 decibels. Yep, that should be a little bit better. Okay. Uh, there. A little bit of that. A little bit better music, right? All right, John Midrange. That's what we're up for today. We're rocking the streamer showdown with MaxDamage momentarily, but we are dealing with some technical difficulties on his end. So we're gonna buy some time here and go through it. Let's take a peek. It's a slightly different list from what a lot of other people are used to. It's a little bit grindier. It doesn't play as early of a game, and it plays a few more bombs. It also doesn't play those scrap gorgers. It's on Tainted Adversary instead. I'm not 100% on this choice, but I think it's probably stronger. I don't think the ramp matters as much as I thought it did, and the graveyard removal has mattered a lot less than I thought it would. Whereas the ability to put army in a can onto the battlefield has been relevant, often relevant. So let's see here. But we'll give it a go on a a ladder matchup while we wait and see if we're gonna have MaxDamage joining us. I think we're sitting around in Diamond right now, right? Might as well do a thing. You guys can see how this deck plays. Good old Ice Storm o'clock. Oh, and if you have musical things that you want to listen to, songs, records, whatever, let me know. In the absence of requests, I'm just going to play shit I enjoy, but there's a lot of music I've never heard of that I'd like to find out about. So, yeah, we keep this. Totally reasonable. Look at this beautiful curve out. Hey, what's up, Star Trace? Do me a favor, real quick, and let me know if the audio's mixing correctly. I just want to make sure that there isn't an overpowering element with regards to my voice versus the music. Either way, really. Good to see you, though. Glad to have you back. Apologies for last evening's stream. It was a little bit rougher. Sounds good? Fantastic. All right, so they grab the Unleash. We get Harvester into Sunslayer. They should be ready to answer both of those, which means we'll probably end up dumping the Blood token through the Llanowar Wastes in order to find some more cards and get a little bit better of selection. I mean, this is either Rakdos or Grixis, probably. Looks like Rakdos. Could still be Grixis, but it's unusual that they have a basic mountain in their deck, frankly. Hmm. I think we're going to kill here so that they can't play another one and then kill the Glissa. I'd rather force them to have hard removal for Glissa. We get semi-fucked if they have a Lily here, but I'm willing to take those odds. Okay. Not sure what to make of this yet. Let's smack in and see what they do. They should have removal. I don't think the removal is based on whether it's tapped, so. See what else we get off of this. Make them think we have more action to what we're doing than we actually do. Alright, so best case scenario, they dump a Shieldred, we edict the thing on our upkeep, probably toss the Beseiju to the Blood token and just keep rolling. We're looking for Fables, Reckoner Bankbusters, Invokes. We just need solutions at a certain point, and we need card advantage. And it looks like that might be shared on their end as well. What you gonna play? Bussing on them banks, eh? I don't really like Besageoing that. It feels rough. I want card advantage of my own. I don't think I want to try and give them a replacement card plus the 5th land they need to cast Invoke. That feels meh, you know? Yeah. Let's swing first. Force them to make those decisions on go for the throat, knowing there might be a Shieldred up next, should get us an extra 3 points through. Just like that. So they got the Bankbuster down, but we haven't unleashed the Inferno. Which, ideal circumstance, they play a Shieldred, we unleash the Inferno, blow up the Shieldred and the Bankbuster. And again, this is why you look for better than Beseiju if you can. Like, these are fine. There's a reason you have one in the deck, but you want the unleashes. Like, if you have the ability to, you'd rather 2 for 1 them, or at least 2 for 2 them, versus, I don't know, one for 3ing in their favor. I mean, it's a grindy deck. It's a Jund deck. You win on margins, so you kind of have to go this route. At least, my opinion. That's aggressive. Main phase Bankbuster. They must be missing a land drop, which seems weird given that they discarded one. I don't know. They just chock full of action. What are they doing here? Fuck me. Yeah, that's pretty good. I forgot people are mainboarding this now. All right, well, that's a suitable response. I mean, they should have the Invoke here, which net cleans them up. But all right, they're gonna start on 1, right? Like you start on 1 here. We don't have either of those, so we don't give a shit. It's like a hardcore Rakdos control deck. We might want to lose the Edict at this point. We're definitely going to lose the cut down. God damn it, I hate it when I get nothing off those. Okay. Deck. Alright. Let's see if they play a creature that allows us to blow one of these 2 things up, because that's kind of where we're at this point. Like, if they duress me, I think I unleash the Inferno, my own 2/2, to blow up their Cruelty of Gix. And we take the kind of a 1 for... It's kind of like a 1.5 for 1.5 in that scenario. It's not ideal, though. I guess we're actually going to get a chance to see this exact line. Make Way for the King by Ohana Bomb. I have no idea what that is, but I'm throwing it on for you, Star Trace. Let me find it. If it's on Spotify. Yeah, it is. All right, adding it to the queue. Let's get this party started, right? Okay. Yep. We're going to see if this line works. I think it does. I don't think anybody has used an Unleash the Inferno in that way before. At least not that I've ever met. But here we are. We out here. They didn't give us this. They sequenced correctly, so we had to go this route. And then, of course, we're just lands, 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 lands. Fucking 19 cards deep, no invokes. That's a little rough. It worries me how much this deck relies on the invokes and the bankbusters to actually get any kind of grind going. Let's see, 25, 26. Okay. Our opponent should be firmly ahead at this point. bordering on finalizing game one, but we are going to make them prove it. Sometimes you just top deck 5, like all 4 invokes in a row too, and it's hard to lose a game where I top deck that many of them. Yeah, we're not blocking here. We take the 6, we go to 13. We see what they can follow it up with. If they have enough pressure, they'll get the game. All right. Looks like Max should be ready here shortly. All right, cool. Again, we should be fucked here, but like we play it out for a moment. There's an advantage to playing the Copperline Gorge there. It's that if we top deck another one of these, we can double pump, and that gets us pretty close to an army of undead that can get through this. Again, it's margin play. The odds are not high, but we play the margins. Okay, have to block Shieldred. We take the 6. They play another Shieldred. We go to 3. And Shieldred number 2. No, fucking Atraxa. Oh my god. It's way worse for us. Oofta. Fucking Atraxa. Alright, let's see more of their deck. Atraxa Rakdos. Atraxos? Kind of what we... Atractos? I don't know. Lethal Attraction. Fuck it. Alright, Star Trace, you were right. The song bumps. Everybody in the chat, toss me some more song recommendations. We're going to game 2. Let's do it. Alright. Alright, this should work. We're getting rid of the things they can just one-shot and go 1-for-1 with, and we're playing nothing but grind cards. Grind cards, interaction. We don't bother with duress. We just want to grind and interact. Hey, what up, Big Reg 29 Shug? All right. Hell yes, thank you. Shout out to Shug Knight. Let me go ahead and get that in the chat real quick. If you guys have not checked out Shug Knight, they are fantastic. Huge fan. I believe they actually have a podcast that I've heard is excellent. I have not had a chance to check out the podcast yet, but I've heard it's fucking great. And I've been meaning to. It's on the list, I promise you. But in the meantime, I know Shug Knight puts up some baller content. I'm a huge fan. Give him a follow. Give him a little love. Thank you for raiding in. Lovely to have you, Shug Knight. We're about to get started with Max on the Streamer Showdown, but due to technical difficulties, we are sitting in Game 2 on the ladder and Diamond. Oh, day's not bad, man. Any day you get to sit down, stream, and play a game you love's a good fucking day in my book. You know? Only so many ways to spend your time in life. Magic is still among the best of them. Probably because it's that beautiful blend of like chess meets poker meets art. It's glorious. All right, so we're up against Atraxa Rakdos. It's a grindier Rakdos build that tries to go over the top. We're not set up extremely well for this deck because they can just go over the top of us, and there's very little we can do about that. And that's the risk of playing Jund midrange in this current meta, is the Atraxa decks. Um, The 5-color ones, especially, are just built to beat us. Of course, they get steamrolled by quite a few other archetypes. Like these Atraxa decks, Blue White Soldier should be beating them regularly. Mono Blue Jin will be beating them regularly. Mono Red just laughs and fucking curb stomps them. So there's like auto losses for them, which I don't see the appeal in that, but I don't know. Some people like it. I think we can dump these two safely. I'd like to see a little more action here. Yeah, that's more like it. All right, let's make them regret some shit. No Atraxing for you. I know what they were going for. Not today, Satan. Let's get this fucking harvester in and put some work in. My guess is we'll do Adversary Army in a Can with Invoke Despair back. Because they are looking for a Brotherhood's End. Probably. Probably. Either way, we're going to have to trade out here anyway, so might as well Army in a Can them. And even if they have Brotherhood's End, it's not going to do everything in this scenario. But if they don't have Brotherhood's End, they're going to be in a world of trouble really quickly. Oh, I forgot the fucking land. All right. That was foolish. All right. We can't afford to make those mistakes. That's okay. We do need to get to the matchup with Max anyway, so if we punted this one on forgetting to play the land first, c'est la vie. You got the Brotherhood's End, you got the Brotherhood's End. There really isn't much we can do about it. Echo of Time. Brotherhood's End, right here, right now. You got it? Or are you just on spot removal? Because if you're just on spot removal, I feel okay about this. Okay, we can do this. Oh, buddy. You just lost the game. Dink, dink. Yep. Away it goes, Precious. I guess we can put him to 1. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't have invoked so that they'd take the extra 3. No, because they can just get the duress and hit the invoke. Fuck that shit. Put him at 1. Yep. All right, one more game, then we're on to Max. Yeah, it's a good hand. Duress. Take the Fable. You take the Fable, it's the engine. Yep. All right, Bankbuster in. Bankbuster out. Never wait on that. Just kill the fucking thing before it replaces itself. We take those freebies and we move on. They should go land. Yep, okay. I'll wait till I can Army in a Can the Tainted. There's not really a huge benefit to having it down this early. Okay. So we edict that. Away it goes, Precious. You get your 1/1 monk. And we get Fable token. 3 black sources, we don't mind playing that. Okay, that puts us up to invoke next turn off the top, potentially. Okay. I don't think we're discarding anything unless we draw a land. We'll discard the land, right? We don't need it. Yeah, we don't need it. We need more action. see if they block. Kind of curious. Are you gonna let me have the Tainted? Like, we can play that game. I'm in for it. Okay. All right. We're past Brotherhood's End really mattering to us. They got the Atraxa Grave, so they are looking to hit this. They gotta have like another one in hand, right? Some shit like that. They're going for the cruelty plan. Okay. Wow, they're just going right into Atraxa. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we get to go for the throat that, but they're just gonna grab a shitload of advantage, and this is where we're seeing the issue, right? These Atraxa decks. Good God. Okay, only 3 things off of it. That's nice at least. Alright, well, let's go throat that fuck. Maybe not yet. That's a little premature. We leave one back just in case. Want to make sure that we can get around an invoke in case they do that, or a sack effect of any kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but they need white and blue. They don't have either, so they're going to need a big score for that. We might be able to braid out a treasure token and just keep them off Atraxa. That's interesting. All right. Big score comes out. Yep. Monk gets prowess. Good for Monk. I don't think they understand what I'm doing here. Let's just do it. You can dress me all you like. Not really going to change this. Okie dokie. You don't have Atraxa mana. That was the point. We got the line right on this at least. I mean, if they go a blue or a white source untapped, then it was all for naught. But I feel like that's worth doing to try to just keep this in hand. That's not a lot of ways to get blue or white. Yeah, let's just go aggro. Fuck it. They should be chumping here. They'll take the 5, go to 9, blow up the Kiki. But that still leaves us with 7 points. Yeah, it's still 7 points. It's 1 invoke off the top away from just fucking getting there. It's not a bad position given that this matchup is not supposed to be very good. Like, I'll take it at a certain point. Uh-huh. So they're looking for a Cruelty of Gix to go nuts here. Interesting. Why the Blood Tithe Harvester sitting back? Okay. Swing, 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 baby. Let's go. Oh, they know what's coming next. Army in a Can, Part 2. Part D. Alright, get Atraxa or get fucked. That's pretty much where we're at right now. I've got the win on board in a few different ways. Okay, it's down to the last 2 draws. Here we go. Here we go, chat. That's what it comes down to. Do they fucking have a cruelty kicks off the top or not? That's what we're looking at. Only cruelty can save them. That's not a cruelty. One more card. This is going to be a close one, chat. I love it. I fucking love it when it gets down to this. Okay. Yeah, let's just swing it out. They'll block the 3/4, go to 1, and then I can graveyard trespass. If they have the removal spell, that's fine too. We just keep rolling anyway. GG's, homie. We got there. Oh my god. Did we punt this? Holy shit, we might have punted. Forgot Takanuma was the thing. Alright, that's on me. But they still have to find a path forward. And Graveyard Trespasser should still win here. I guess we'll find out. God, what a punt if that was the punt, though. Holy shit. Oh my god, they managed to stay alive for a turn. Okay. Okay. Fuck, I'm all about this, chat. Yeah. They actually still weren't quite dead, but they were not waiting on... Oh, I guess they were, because we would have crewed the Bankbuster after Tainted Adversary. Okay. Good enough. Direct challenge. Let's do this. All right. Everybody ready? Let's pop back over, huh? Oh, this is not going to be a keep. So much power. So few ways to cast it. All right. Yeah, we can keep this. We can keep this. Yeah, early removal, Fable, and a Glissa with an Invoke back. I think that's the right play. I don't love it, again, but that's life, right? Sometimes you get what you need. Sometimes you got to make do. All right, Bandito's at 5. Looks like it's going to be a weird one for both of us. Oh, that'll keep it interesting, at least. All right, mana sources. We've got what we need to keep going, at least. Would love some non-pain lands, though. Okay. We play this into what is probably make disappear because we have a second one, and we want to force it out here. Sure. Force them to have 2. We also don't really gain anything by trying to stutter step that. Let's do a Glissa this time. This is less important than a make disappear, or than a Fable number 2. It also forces them to have answers really fucking fast. Really fucking fast. Can almost get it with a Glissa, except it's going to phase out. Okay. All right. Little Fable, little Glissa. Plenty of gas in the tank. Let's say we are ready to rock and roll in this game now. Okay, Esper. Okay. Yeah, we don't need a Tyvar right now. Doesn't really benefit us. It's better to have that as like a 1-2 surprise with Blood Tithe, Tyvar, Blood Tithe. Then it's like a pseudo combo that just wrecks people. And they don't even know what's going on. Soren goes down, probably. I don't want to go for the throat there. I'm going to hold that back in case of a Shieldred or something of a similar nature. Okay, check this out. Check this shit out. So we do it like this. Let's see, 4 is going to go there, 2 there, 3 there. Right? Yeah, I'd rather draw the card than put the extra 2 points in. Okay, we didn't need to untap there. We should have untapped there. That's on me. There's the error for the game so far. Fair enough. Tempo matters a lot in this matchup. We need slightly grindier cards. I didn't see enough removal to make me think we want to swap these for Graveyard Trespassers necessarily. And the fact that there's a Denix makes me not really want to fuck with that anyway. I'll cut a Shieldred. God, where else though? We do want the Unleash the Inferno. I think we want the Riveter's Charm more than we want the second cut down. Is that right? We're not doing the Bankbuster either. This. I don't know. I feel like we want 2 more cards, but we do want the cut downs. They're great in this matchup. Like as a 2 of, it's perfect. Shieldred's Edict, we want those. We probably lose a couple of these and feel just fine. These are kind of a later game thing. They're not really an Invoke deck. Yeah, I like that better. Let's go that route. Ah, chat. What a day. What a day indeed. How's everybody holding up on your end? Shout out to all the people around the world watching. For those wondering, we had a beautiful ice storm today. That did a great job of allowing me to just sit at home and think through the strategy of this deck mostly. That was lovely. All right, Max. Here we go. Strong enough. Yup. Absolutely, Star Trace. It is a perfect excuse. All right, so we're looking at Harvester turn 2. And it's coming out nicely on this. Makes me wonder if this should be a cut down, but this maybe in game 3 will become that if we end up on a game 3. Just because we're fiends, being able to hit him with cut down is a big fucking deal. Still, it's hard for me to say one way or the other, you know? See? This is the scenario. Okay. Do we use this opportunity to get a Fable down, or do we Riveteer's Charm and just roll? I think it's Fable here. This is absolutely a bluff, but I think it's one they have to respect on the off chance I have a Braid. Yeah, I feel like they have to respect this one, even if they don't want to. All right, main phase Wandering Emperor is the thing. Credit where credit's due. Don't know that I would have done that still, because now you have to play Protect the Emperor, which isn't going to go well. Highest mana value. Oh shit, that doesn't work the way I hoped it did. Fuck, 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 fuck. Really need to read my cards. Okay. Yeah, you block there. Time to do an army in a can. Oh my god, I forgot it again. Well, it's not necessarily incorrect depending on what they do. I might need to keep this Riveter's Charm up. It's a little sloppy though that I've done that twice already in like 40 minutes. The number of times I play this without playing the land. Number 5. Just, gotta get better at it. Sequencing errors will absolutely fist fuck you in big tournaments. Things I learned over the years. Okay. Okay. Okay, sequencing there, when they do the minus, I probably should Riveters in response because they can't Wandering in response. So they have to make the decision right then and there, and then they don't get that counter. We're probably fine, but like this is 2 minor errors in terms of sequencing, and for me that's kind of an unforgivable thing because I need to be better at this. That's why you come here. That's why I get paid the medium dollars. Okay. Um, I hate using these this way. I hate using these this way, but one way or another, that Soren's fucking dying this turn. And now that Emperor's out and Soren's dead, all that's left is Rafine staring down the barrel of Kiki, Fable, and Tainted Adversary. That's not a bad scenario for me. I think that's totally reasonable. But, that's where you want the unleash. That moment right there. Oh, that hurts my soul a little. That's gonna hurt too. There goes the Fable. Definitely getting those vibes like I misplayed this a little bit. Hey, what up, Ashley Virgo? Glad to have you. Let's see. I think we're still just pounding out a Shieldred here. Yeah. And actually, since we're doing this next thing on end step potentially, we do play the land. We're going to do a little trick on end step. It'll be fun. And we're going to punish the hell out of them for having a Rafine in hand if we can. Writhing in pain thing. Oh, I'm sorry, Virgo. That's no fun. No bueno. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Happy to be the distraction. Take pride in being a distraction. Okay, so Rafine is just digging at this point. But we are pretty ahead on this board state. Okay. Check this out, chat. And this is what I like about these. And that is why this is why I like Tainted Adversary, because its army and the can ability is fucking unmatched. And that is how we get this in 2. Yep. Alright. So we armied and can well. Or actually, Virgo, if you want to look at individual cards, I believe the untapped thing should be working. And as long as it is, you'll be able to just resize the cards so that you can read them. And that makes it a little bit easier to start to figure out the logistics of this. I know I should have like sat down drunkenly with you and Pitiless Justice like years ago and just gone through this stuff and had some fun with it, but I am a bad friend and did not do that. So this is what we got instead. My bad. Yeah. Oh, the art is amazing in this game. It's kind of the primary reason I think I ended up in Magic instead of poker, because poker's simpler and frankly the money's way better, but man, the art, it's hard to get away from it. All right. Corrupted tarot card. I'm fucking in for that. That sounds hilarious and awesome. I'm sure it'll tell me I'm soulless, but like I'm in for it. That's fine. Pretty and creepy. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, mono white controls what this is looking like. So we are just pushing into Glissa and then Shieldred and forcing them to have answers up and down the board for everything. Like we're just kind of trying to curve. Yeah. And this is what we want. We want the ossifications to get burned early. Because if they keep burning these, then the Glissas get through. If we get a land off the top into a Shieldred, that's ideal. Because rarely do they have like enough ossifications and laydown arms in hand to answer all of the things. Not to say they can't, just that it's rare. And we want to force the issue because that's part of how we win this matchup. Okay. Give me an untapped black land off the top right meow. Come on now. Okay, not quite. Yeah, let's do a Fable here. We want to get into Invoke. If we get into Invoke, we get Ossifications fist fucked. And I think that's worth doing here. It's also just one of our best catch-up spells against them. Because they are going to put some shit onto the battlefield we can't deal with easily or quickly. And we're missing land drops, which is real rough in this matchup. So we need to have these Fables to go through. Are they going to lay down arms? Fuck, another ossification. Oh my god. Well, that pads them nicely against Invoke Despairs. Not much we can do there. Okay. I actually don't know that I care about that. Give me a yes. Okay. Find removal quickly. Shieldred is one of the scariest things for this deck to deal with. I've played them on a white side. They're 3 ossifications deep. That means they have 5 spells in the entire deck that deal with Shieldred directly. And they need them now. That's the position I like to be in when I'm playing slightly from behind, which we are at the moment. Because they have their engines running. We kind of do too, but they're ahead on land drops. They should have more than that, but that's a thing. Either way, you see how Shieldred just punish. It's fucking wild how effective that card is. All right, let's get the Glissa out. We cannot swing with Shieldred. If we swing with Shieldred, we open the door for Wandering Emperor. Plus, they'll just chump the fucker anyway. Who cares, right? So we just sit here with Shieldred and play We're the Big Shieldred deck game. That's kind of our motif for this game. I'm all about Corrupted Tarot cards, though, Rationally Virgo. Pretty creepy. All about that life. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands here. They've got another wedding announcement. The beauty is if they want to find solutions for Shieldred, they need to draw cards, and when they draw cards, it's 2 life a card because of Shieldred. Ooh, what magic decks to build for each crew member, but based on traits assigned in the Sims. That sounds like a fun fucking game, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very into this idea. Alright. So we can swing with the Glissa, because weirdly they can't kill it. Not with the Shieldred's Edict sitting. Like, they're probably just chump blocking this to the tune of 1 of these per time. Maybe there's a Naganjo? There's not enough mana for a Naganjo. The hell could they have? Okay, if they don't have a Ganjo... Wow, they let it through? Fuck me, no. Really? That is astounding. Like, I'll just blow up the engines. It's very odd. Yeah, we still have to hold that back. Okay, let's pass it on over. As we can see, they're sitting at 7. They do not have a lot of time left to sort their shit out. They need a lay down arms, and then they need another one, like immediately. I'm definitely in for tarot readings. I've never done one before, but I've always been curious. I can choose between Lord of the Rings or the Corrupted deck or both. That sounds about right. Okay. Gliss is great against them. They have to have the removal. What do we want against this deck? I feel like we need the grind. The cut downs are pretty worthless in this matchup. Let's see. Where else do we want to move things? Let's flip over the boarding screen, right? Yeah, go for the throats are not good against them either. And what do we want instead? I like the Riveter's Charm. It's got a lot of grind to it. Why do we have Shigeki on this board? I don't feel like we need it. You know what, though? This is the match for it. If there ever was a match for Shigeki, it feels like it's about now. Do we want duresses? Maybe we want to duress more. Yeah. Let's do it like that. That's an intriguing setup. So, Rationally Virgo, I take it that you saw that Wizards is releasing Lord of the Rings Magic cards this year onto both Arena and paper. I'm very intrigued to see what those look like. I want to know how busted Gandalf is, honestly. All right, game screen time. Oh yeah, summer. They're doing a summer release. They cut some deal and figured it out, so they're on cereal boxes. They're doing the whole Monty this year. Should be interesting. It was actually how we thought we were going to get Dallas to get into Magic finally, was Lord of the Rings Magic cards. All right, ambitious farmhand, sure. It's going to be cool if you Google Magic the Gathering and Lord of the Rings, you'll see what we're talking about. I'm excited for it. I think they're also going to have a Warhammer set at some point if they haven't already. I don't know. It's hard for me to keep track of all the shit that they release at this point. There's so much product that moves. All right. So we're going to need to unleash the Inferno and then just start invoking. Still, seems like a pretty good plan overall, right? Because this feels totally reasonable. Like, yeah, we're a little behind. I don't know why they attack there. That does not feel like the right attack. I'm not discarding. I like my hand. Fast enough to play League. Ooh, very nice. I actually haven't played League in years. I'm sorry. It's been a bit of a minute since I actually went that route. Okay, we did not need to do that on their turn or on our turn. That was somewhat of a mistake. Whoops. Yeah, win some, lose some, right? Yeah, I haven't actually fucked with League in a long time. Not that I wouldn't, but man, God, that game was so fun and so toxic. That's the problem with it. It's amazing and so toxic. Okay, they are hardcore fucked on lands here. I mean, like, if you ever want to just rage in a way that just isn't okay, like, you should never do that. League's like the place to do it, I guess, you know? At least from what I've experienced and seen. I'm not saying it's healthier or that it's okay. I'm just saying that's League. Just bots, yeah, I could see that. I mean, we're just trying to establish a position here, right? We're just tainted adversary and keep rolling. Yeah. Army in a can. Fuck it. No mics. Yeah, I can see that. See, I what I liked about League when I played it was I ended up getting paired with this individual from Canada, and he was just the nicest dude. Like literally offered me a green card marriage, and he and I just tag teamed the bot lane. I played support, and I wasn't great, and he knew it. It wasn't the point of the game. We just really enjoyed each other's company and playing some League. So I missed that. That part was really cool. Um, I think we're still on Sunslayer and Harvester here over the Invoke. Because Sunslayer is something they have to answer immediately as well. Yeah. Yeah, they're already at 10, and we've got 2 Invokes back. I feel like we're making the right moves here. I don't know. There are some like really nice people that play that game, and then there's also some very hormonal teenagers that play. So I don't know. Magic is more of a gentleman's sport. You can't be an asshat forever, at least for a time, maybe, but definitely not forever. Sarah Paragon, motherfucking Paragon, Sarah. All right. Well, Tivar's about to be the MVP I know it to be. All right, Tivy, you're up. Yep. Watch how gross this is. This is actually my favorite art out of the new set. Is the new Glissa card looks sweet. All right, we got this game. It's wrapped up. It's in the bag. Boom. Yep, you can have Lorne. Lorne comes down, answers a fable. But you're at 3 life. And this is the matchup that we should be smashing. All right, let's get to round 3. I Yeah, it's a more gentlemanly game. I have seen both of those things happen, but it is real fucking rare, and it was more of a back in the day thing. I've watched people flip tables in card stores. That's the most hardcore shit I tend to see. I mean, to be fair, the MTG audience tends to look like they're straight out of a Mastodon concert. You know, like it's a bunch of older dudes with guts and metal T-shirts, shorts and flip flops, chain smoking cigarettes, giant beards. Uh, you know what I mean? Listening to metal music half the time. Body odor is something they've never been told because they're massive humans that nobody ever corrected. So like, there's not as much fighting because if you start a fight, like you're the only asshole that did that, so you're gonna get piled on by like 50 dudes who could have gone to Slipknot last night. You know, not a good scenario. I don't know. There's detente in the air at these places. Also, there's like children around and shit, so like you really are an asshole if you start flipping tables. I've seen it happen in like a tournament context one time, but also if that happens, the tournament organizer just bans you. What gets you banned, like they'll report you to Wizards, and usually you end up with somewhere between 1 and lifetime. And I've seen somebody get a lifetime ban, which was really funny. Uh, Mostly because I didn't like the individual, and they earned it. But yeah, it's a different vibe. It tends to be more gentlemanly, which I like. I mean, the salt will be real. People, when they lose, will get very snippy really quickly, at least in my experience. And I can't pretend like I haven't gotten salty before because I've definitely gotten to like the level of salt where I won't talk to the person across the table anymore. You know, it's not great when that happens. I'd like to think I'm past those days, and those are the days of youth. But I would be lying if I said I don't occasionally have that when I'm testing with the crew from time to time. The level of salt gets pretty high for me as well. I don't know. Maybe it's that competitive streak comes out. When you spend your whole life competing, it's hard to turn that off. Oh, also, Rationally Virgo. Very curious. How is the sound in your opinion? Like, is the music, the voice, are they all blending? Is it relatively clear? I've been trying to sort it. I'm a little quiet. Okay. Well, let's fix that right now. Let's see. I will gain this up 1 dB. And that 2 dBs. You know what? 2 decibels. You get 2 decibels. Do. I don't think this will clip. We should be fine. Da-da-da-da. Oh, okay. Don't flip the mic up. Fair enough. I'll put it to 3 dBs. That feels like a fair compromise, right? Oh, right. This deck. Ass aids. All right. Let's deal with it. This is not a deck I like playing against. I don't know how it always seems to just have what it needs, but it does. And I know that's not like an accurate statement, but my god, does it feel that way. Like Resolute into Sky Strike. Nice. All right, let's swing this in and see what happens. I'm kind of curious on the blocking. Okay. Then we're just dumping a Shieldred into play and getting going. Because they don't have a lot of removal for that. And Shieldred can single-handedly take this game down sometimes. I'm loving these Tainted Adversaries, though, which makes me happy because I've been waiting to find a deck that works for a minute with these. All right. Got a little Skrelv action. Sure. Well, we know what we're killing with the Braid. This is very pretty. This isn't the only art too. I think I have the alt art for it as well. I just haven't shifted it. Okay. So braid, 3 damage, blow up the 2/2. Yes, take your 2 loss of life. Yes, good, good. Actually, yep. So this is the wrong move if they have Wandering Emperor, but otherwise this is fantastic. And I don't know if Max's build has Wandering Emperor. It's not super common. Ooh, and tapped anyway. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, Shieldred is the pressure point against this deck. Yep. Good old Harbin. Let's go ahead and gain that life back and get going here, right? Go, 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 baby. Get him. Unless that's a Spell Pierce, I feel pretty good about this. Minor mistake by playing the Swamp first. Don't think it'll matter necessarily, but worth noting. All right. Boarded games are where we like to shine. Invoke, not great here. Unleash, not great here. Bankbuster, I like it as a 1 of here. Yeah, we're just playing a low to the ground strategy. I think it's a pretty basic one. Just fucking kill everything that moves and keep rolling. Seems to be the modus operandi here. All right, I'd rather have the extra piece removal. Fuck it. I could be wrong on that one, but this Soldier's deck does not really give you turns to sit down and sculpt your draws. You just gotta blow shit up, and you gotta blow it up right fucking now. We're on the draw. Removal, 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 land, land. That seems reasonable. They'll get a creature, we'll blow it up, and then they'll get another creature, we'll dump in probably Glissa. And then just start clocking. Mistake. That should have been the Ziatora. Fuck. Another silly moment. Apologies. It's the minor things that really get me in this game, right? No to that. Forever and ever. Glissa versus Fable. I think I'm doing Glissa here. Not 100% on that choice. Cause chaos and see what happens. Fair, fair. That's definitely what I do in the D&D world. The few times I've played, it's just been nothing but chaos up and down. It's so much fun, though. Okay, if we'd done a Fable, it'd be worse against Brutal Cathar. What on earth do they have to deal with Resolute Reinforce? It's got to be a Ganjo, right? Force him to hold up a Ganjo. I mean, if we time walk him, we time walk him. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll take the time walk. Pitiless Justice is one of those people that has to win. I understand. Okay, so they had the Destroy Evil. Relevant. I was going to fix some draws. I wish Max and I could talk right through this too. Oh well. Got trade embargoed in Catan. Oh, Pitiless Justice. I had that happen when I was living with Zero and Dally Bear and a couple of our other friends in the house that we had in Des Moines. We were playing Risk Legacy, which every time you win a game, you get like nukes for the next game, but you also get some nerfs. And I won like the first 5 in a row, and they were fucking done with it. They were so fucking done with it. Oh my god. So yeah, they ganged up and wrecked me, which I don't blame them for in the slightest. All right. Fuck it. We got the Abrade. Let's push it. Farmer and Space and him go too hard. Fair. I think I'm okay. If they want to go on the trajectory of Valiant Veteran pumping the whole team, yeah, I don't think we care. That's not the concern. All right, so Runic Shot happens. Yeah, we let it go. We want the scry to happen first. Unstable Unicorns too. Silly Escapes. Nice. I have not played a lot of other games, to be honest with you. I don't know. My adoration for this one has taken up a vast majority of what I do. God, that is so rough. Riveter's Charm, not going to do it there, but let's see if we get a cut down off this, huh? Hell yeah. All right, that's much, much more fucking doable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we have enough for Go for the Throat or Beseiju. Feel pretty decent about this. They're on a very tight clock. That Riveter's Charm was the difference of this game already. Interesting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're swinging everything here. All right, we're good with this. All right. So if that's not a Wandering Emperor, I feel pretty good about where we're at in this game. Yep. All right. Tuned up and ready to roll. Jund is getting a full workout here, sitting at 3-0. Alrighty. Round 4. Let's do it, Max. Love the avatar, by the way. It's fucking sweet. Honestly, it makes it look like they're controlling my avatar. Shit. Just noticed that. All right. Yeah, we're good with this. We win the die roll. And here we go. We do the blood tithe here. We want to force their removal if we can. Or just force the time walk. That works too. Force them to interact and spend mana to deal with our shit. Step 1. You can evolve that sleeper as much as you want, but now you need to find an answer for the Sunslayer. Should have one, though. This is mono black. There should be like 13 answers to Sunslayer right now. Interesting. What you got? Official first step in fresh college relationships. Huh. Oh shit. Alright, let's kill this evolved sleeper. Game 1's looking promising. Let's see. Little tainted adversary. Army in a can. And off we go. Now there needs to be a wrath. Anything short of that isn't going to be enough. And even then, we've got a pretty good plan B ready to roll. Too much time spent on the evolved sleeper. That's kind of the issue. When I can answer 4 mana invested with 1, it's like I time walk twice. It's a little too effective. Okay. Glissa, you are coming out because you should not be that good in this matchup. Shieldred's also not something I care about in this matchup. Like, we go very grindy. I don't know that we want the Infernos, actually. We definitely want Shigeki. This is another matchup it can shine in. I didn't see a lot. I think we're going to have to wait to board the rest of this. For now, this seems reasonable, though. Yeah, let's do it this way. Based on the time here, we're going to go the full 5 rounds. Fuck, we might even get into 6. Who knows? Maybe I can actually XO all of it. After all, this is the Jund deck that's taken me into Diamond Tier 3 with only a few losses, and most of those were due to the fact that I had not tuned the thing yet. It's still getting tuned. I look at that Shigeki and I think to myself, that can be something else. But the problem is, if you really want to play Magic and play it well at the competitive level, you have to take time to do your homework. And I've done some of the homework on this one. I've not done all of the homework. But if I'm going to get like tournament ready, my sideboarding shouldn't be even a guess by the time I get to the tournament. Like literally in, out, play, draw, all the way through should be memorized. I will say that I've studied harder for Magic tournaments than I have for most everything else in life. It's really a shame it doesn't count for more. Okay, we're a little land heavy here. We're not going to fuck with this. We may end up having to cycle this. We have so many lands. Yeah, my guess is we're going to end up cycling it. I wasn't aware you were supposed to study for the LSAT. Darth Camjintes told me you just go in and take it, and I just was like, okay. I assumed he knew best. I definitely shouldn't have taken it hungover as fuck and without a calculator, but you know, win some, lose some, right? Good God, so many lands. This is an embarrassing amount of mana. All right, Gix is down. Not for long. Take that one right off the top. Let's look at the bright side, Irrationally Virgo. You passed the bar exam. So for the one that counted, you motherfucking got there. I would say that's far more important than anything I pulled off. Speaking as somebody who wishes they had actually pulled that off and did not. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it this way. Gotta get rid of these graveyard trespassers, man. Then play our own and force them to deal with it, right? What to do? Okay, yeah, I probably should have studied. I didn't really do that. I also wasn't aware that was a big deal. I kind of figured I'd just remember shit, and that was real dumb of me because that's not what happened at all. Love the art on this. That's fucking sick. Look at that. Whee! Just waving at you, Gixie style. Fucking love it. They do have arenas. Oh shit. I did not prep for that. All right. That is good to know. That is going to change how I sideboard for game 3. 3 removal spells and nothing to do. All right. Yeah, at least one of Braid's getting cut for an Unleash the Inferno. Probably 2 of them. Because that is so much card advantage. Like now we have to try and win a tempo war, and we do not have the kind of tempo we need. I think we need like a tainted adversary or an invoke off the top. Fuck. No pressure here. Okay, that's helpful. Give me that Tivy. That Tivy. Please be a tainted adversary off the top 3 here. Fuck off. Yes, adversary. Deal. Best case scenario. I'm loving these adversaries. That's why I love you, but I'm salty. I mean, don't be salty. You're living your dream life. I'm living my cripple life over here. It's not going well. It's not going terribly, though, either. Ah, kicks his command. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Oh, but we top deck like a champion, we do. Do it again. Like, we're literally trying to race this arena, and it is going to be close. Close bordering on we're fucked is really where we're at. Yeah, that's why we play the Tainteds, because they go invoke and we go lol and just keep rolling. Not sure if we should have swung there just to get the extra 2 points in. I don't know. I feel like having a little invoke protection there is still worthwhile. I could be wrong. These Abrades are just sitting here staring at me, mocking me. That bitch gonna die. Always kill the Shieldred. And now we will. And yes, we are going to double Abrade this Shieldred. All right. 4-0. Baby goat tippy taps. Fair enough. You watch enough TikToks of people on farms, and you're just, I don't know, part of you wants it all of a sudden. You're just like, fuck, that does sound cool. Oh, they aren't inane comments. They're interesting. It's a good way for us to catch up a little bit here and there. I always enjoy that. Besides, usually when people watch, they don't interact a ton. They just kind of lurk. It's pretty rare to have people interact actively when you're a smaller streamer like I am. So I enjoy it, honestly. Take advantage of livestock experience. Didn't both of you have like livestock experience growing up? I thought that was one of the common bonding points was you both grew up in that area. Good news is it means he understands how to do what do they call it in Letterkenny? Chorin. Got to do that chorin. Pitter patter, all that. I don't love this hand. I don't hate it. We're on the draw. We need a red source, but we also just need a third land anyway. And we can still technically go this into this. If we get a red source, it's a risky keep. I'll keep it. This is real close. Oh, horses versus hogs, chicken, and cattle. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, and the red source and the third land all untapped. We're so good at this game. Just top deck what you need right when you need it. That's what I'm learning. Okay. Me too. Let's do it. I got prettier art. Well, not necessarily prettier. More my style though. The real vamps. Real motherfucking G's. All right. Jund v Jund. Gotcha. We guns to do it. All right. Mildly behind on that. Don't love it, but hmm. A little slow there too. There's the cut down. Good. All right. Yes, so he hates horses. Of course he does. It wouldn't be pitiless justice if he didn't have an arbitrary hatred for something. Always cracks me up. All right. Yeah. Jund just grinding fucking hard. Here we go, chat. It's going to be a weird one. Yeah, honestly, K3PO has me convinced we're going to end up with probably a lot of dogs. Like a lot. Like a shameful amount of dogs are probably what's coming in the near future. Gotta get that land. Okay, got the land. Step one. Embrace it. I don't wanna. Alright, this is a super risky line, but we are behind. And this is one of the ways to catch up. So we're doing it. It could backfire right in our fucking faces. I mean, yeah, the more I hang out with Lucifer, the more I just want to have more dogs. He's a very cute puppy. Really don't understand this attack. Maybe there's a Tiver coming. It's got to be a Tiver, right? She knows the way. Yeah, true. All right, Sunslayer's got to go in. They should have to block it. Otherwise, I'm blowing up Kiki. So you might as well block with Kiki and save yourself 3 points at a minimum. All right, yep. Bloodcaster dies. That makes sense. All right, Army in a can. Let's insulate against Invoke here. We're getting closer to catching up, but at the same time, this is a really rough position if we don't hit an actual removal spell, because they can just Kiki the whole mana base every turn and block our shit, swing, swing, swing. Strell's an anxiety detector? Fuck yeah. Oh, what do they got? Yeah, all right. That makes sense. Does Max know how to sequence this? Is kind of a question. So far, looking pretty good about that. Ah, pandemic puppy. Yes, indeed. So far, immaculate. All right. Let's do it again. We don't need to invoke yet. We'll hit the Tiver with that. Right now, what we need to do is establish a giant board presence and force them to deal with everything all at once. And then invoke just turns into a lethal mechanic. So here comes Tiver. Should go into Blood Tithe. I mean, that's just not enough action with just the Blood Tithe. Ghost believes in me. Thank God. I thought it was just me all this time. Yeah, gotta kill the Kiki. Yep. Down they all go. 1, 2, and 3. That's still not enough to guarantee anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. This invoke is going to be so good. Either I completely reset their board or I kill them. I guess it doesn't kill him. It does reset the damn board for them, though. Yup. Yep. And that's game one. All right. Glissa, not where I want you. Much as I want Glissa, this is not the place for a 1-for-1 card. We are here to motherfucking grind. Looks like cut downs are actually quite good. Shieldred's Edict, probably not amazing here. Shieldred, we can go down to 1 copy. We just want to shave the last copy. Kind of do just want to shave that last copy. Yeah, now we're just grindy with some tempo. Yeah, I like it. All right. Let's see if we can get that 5-0 chat. Hell, we might have time for a 6th match at this rate. Nope. Yep. Yeah, we go this route. All the pretty cards. See if we can get into a Fable scenario. We're behind. Got to find a way to pivot and turn the corner here. Yeah, we were right to cut the Glissas and the Shieldreds. 1 mana blow up your shit is way too effective against us. Maybe. Hard to say. Hard to say. Very different things to a degree. see. Bloodcaster. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. We need different shit. There we go. That's more like it. You know, it's nothing about sport ball. Relies purely on aesthetic. Fair. At a certain point, that just comes down to which colors do you like more, which I can see that. That's a thing. All right, so we got to deal with Bloodcaster and then Kiki, Harvesters, and Fable tokens. It's going to be tight. It's going to be really tight. Okay. Yep, Tivar's gone. Well, now it would have been better. Whatever. Fuck it. Order of operations, this shit, right? All right. It's going to come down to draws here. We just want them to have to kill Kiki with one Blood Tithe, hit us down to 6, top deck a land, tainted, and keep rolling. So far, so good. Although if that's a land, I don't know why you wouldn't just burn through these and find something slightly better, right? Regardless, we haven't quite broken serve yet, and that's not a good thing to say going into turn 5. But we're about to find out if we can break it. Now, if they have Shieldred here, it is backbreaking. That's a weird play. It's a very weird play. I don't know that I would have done that. I guess it's not. It's kind of a 1-for-1 where you just lose your extra equity, right? I would swing the Harvester here just to force out the mana source. That's a rough one. Sorry, Max. Not quite game yet, but we are getting close. I mean, a Shieldred here would still be backbreaking. Yeah, it's still pretty good. Not 100% on this move, chat. I'm doing it anyway. Cerberus or the Spider? Those unrelated to me. Cerberus or the Spider? I don't know that I understand either of those. All right. Oh, we're still going to do this. Oh, yeah, I'm Cerberus. I'm the doggo. Doggo go rar. Got a double block. Nope. Works for me. We're going to get this Graveyard Trespasser a little bit bigger. Maybe not. I guess Blood Tithe Harvester fucks up Tainted Adversary? And then Graveyard Glutton's back, but... Yep, that's where I would go with this. That makes a lot of sense, Max. Alright. Lands on lands on lands. Motherfucker. Alright. A lot of card selection that gets to happen here. Should be swing for, yep, 2. Makes sense. God damn, deck. 3 in a row? You fucking kidding me? Alright, well, we still force it. Yep, still doing it. We don't have Tivers left in the deck, and we would like the life totals to be just a little tighter here. They should double block this. It's risky, but they should be doing it. We can't do dick about it, so it goes through. And we are going to play this land to maximize towards Tainted Adversary. Ah. Graveyard Trespasser coming in hot on these post-board games. Well, that's fucking annoying. All right. Oh, the Harvester. Oh. Yeah, I think they're going to get there on this one. There's technically a path, so I'm not giving up because Invoke off the top gives me not enough. I don't think it's enough. All right, let's go to game 3. Vamps got me this time. I don't know, Shigeki even good enough? I feel like that's an excuse that we don't need to be doing. Do we want the Brotherhood's ends? I feel like yes. I feel like those are better than the Abrades here. I might regret that later. No fucks given, we're going to find out. So you over 1. If we're going to go on the Brotherhood's end, these lose a little bit, right? Hey, Luke. Good to see you, my friend. We are in round 5 of the Streamer Showdown that we put on every Wednesday. So far, I'm 4-0 with Jun Midrange. And we are going to game 3 in the Jun v Jun. It's not really a mirror. They're on the Vamp build. Tivers, Volderuns, Epicures, and Bloodcasters. I've not listened to Maximum the Hormone in a long time. It's fucking wild. There's like Korean metal groups that are both metal and pop somehow. I love it. It's just so wild to listen to because you don't think it's a thing, and then it is. All right. Can we get that perfect 5-0? Let's find out. I feel like we need to come up with a game for every time there's a misplay so that I have to learn my lesson, right? I don't know if we do it with like edibles or shots or something, but I feel like something needs to be done, right? Little pump mistakes. Got to keep yourself accountable, right? I think we're doing this. We have the Brotherhood Zens, but I expect them to be the ones killing our Blood Tithe Harvesters. think my guess is they shouldn't have removal for this. Oh, but Tiver, fuck that, yeah. They're not going to swing. We don't need to activate it. As much as I want to like dangle it like a mouse in front of them, just doesn't do much. Not for us anyway. All right, Tiver comes. Yep. Jubilantly brawling into the day and night. Go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing, Tivy1. That's a lot of gas off the top. All right. Thank you for designing Brotherhoods and correctly, Wizards. This is definitely something I'm about. Missing the land drop there sucked a little. Very confused by that play. Next tattoo bet? Fuck yeah, I'm in for it. All right, so we are going to do it this way. We're holding on this for the Kiki. Odds are they flood the board more. We want to get like a 3-for-1 if we can. Actually, why even give them the chance? Let's kill that and get the Fable out of here too. This is kind of sneaky good. I like what they're trying to do. Come on, overextend, overextend, overextend. That'll work. Do we have to kill these right now? Don't think we have to yet. Now we're good with it. Alright, so they get a million motherfucking tokens to play with here. Yep. Is the thing. We've 2-for-1 3 times now. And we're about even, except they have 6 fucking blood tokens. Make that 5 fucking blood tokens. Alright. Alright, Lily. I see you. You know what's good against Lily of the Veil? Tokens. Also just crewing and killing it. Rawr. Die, Lily, die. Not sure on the point of that card. I guess Shieldred? Probably Shieldred. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Oh. Insulated from another invoke. Not that they have the ability to do that mana-wise anyway, but we do just want to keep applying pressure here and forcing them to come up with solutions now that we've played both of our Brotherhood's ends. All right, we put them to 14. That is a fair point, yeah. Let's get Tiver out here to do some work. Gotta sequence this right. Don't want to give away information early. They think they're potentially going to cast Invoke on main phase 2 because this is still here. Three, 6, 9. It's not quite game, but it is real fucking close. And I would be surprised if they can turn this one around at this point. All right, let's see if we can get it on a cycle, huh? Not quite. All right, 5-0. Let's raid out and go say hi to the next one on the list here. My time in the evening, I'm donezo. But the show continues. We've got Griffin Rider MTG versus Perudabo coming up next on the Streamer Showdown. Stick it out with us. It's going to be a fun one. Make sure I have the name right on this. Griffin Rider MTG. Yep. There we go. All right, everybody aboard? Let's go have some fun. It was a good 5-0, but it's about that time. Hey, Nerdy Steve, great to see you. God, I've missed hanging out with you, buddy. Let's go say hi to Griffin Rider, huh? And that's all for me tonight, people. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for enjoying the show.